tell you what, man. We just gonna go right into the show, man. You know what I mean?
Sounds great.
We're gonna give the people what they've been wanting. The number one topic we got today, man, is the APS cheating scandal. Atlanta Public School cheating scandal. Man, what do you think about when you heard that? What did it make you mad? What did it do?
Well, see, you just took the smile off my face.
Mm-hmm.
See, I was smiling a few minutes ago. You know, we were discussing our show and getting back into action. But now, when you're talking about this cheating scandal, I'm really disappointed in our system. And unfortunately, I have to say that it's really hard to swallow when you look at the children that are being affected. Mm-hmm. It's our generation of African Americans that feel that it is acceptable to push them along into a grade that they're not prepared for. Do something which shows a lack of integrity, cheating on an exam, and some of the things that you were even mentioning as far as having a party to change grades. I mean, it's just really a shame. And so I personally believe that they need to be really hard on these teachers and all these administrators. They need to come down hard on them. We're talking about the future of our children.
But should they go to jail for it?
I'm gonna let you talk because yes, I think they should go to jail for it.
Okay, if they went to jail, that's fine. I'm with the severe punishment. I don't think they should have teacher's license anymore,
right?
Or be able to have anything dealing with kids anymore. You know what I mean? Because they did affect the future of the kids by pushing them along. But you know what? That's been going on way before now. Look at the athletes that have been in the NFL that have been pushed along. You know what I mean?
Right.
But this time, it is a bigger deal. But I don't see jail time in it. You know what I mean? I think that's a little bit harsh, especially with the time they talk about these teachers can get years. You know what I mean? I think that's a little harsh. But
well, when you look at it today, though, Al, you have to understand something. Mm-hmm. You're talking about federal dollars that are involved.
Exactly.
You're talking about children's lives that are at stake. Exactly. We're already having a problem with the number of teachers that are allowed to be employed at these schools. They cut back on the funding for education, so our children are not getting the same education as you would see in your upper middle to upper class areas. So those, if you notice, those areas weren't as affected as we were in our community. At the same time, if you look at the situation and you say, okay, maybe they should not get hard jail time. Maybe there should be just a fine and okay, you cannot teach anymore. You cannot be in education. Okay, granted. But now, put yourself in the shoes of the parent.
Yeah, I'd be irritated. But I'd be irritated. And my daughters, they're not in the Atlanta public school system, but they in Fulton County schools, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, I was a little worried about that. But, okay, I'm looking at Beverly Hall, and I'm not a big defender of Beverly Hall, of any of these administrators, you know what I mean? Because I feel they should come down hard, and I feel there should be some severe restitution that they should pay. And don't get it wrong, if they do get jail time, I don't see years. I can see 90 days, 60 to 90 days. But, put a non-violent criminal possibly in the jail system for years, that could be a bit harsh. Because now you can take a mild-mannered person who really didn't, they did do some wrong. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
And put them in a system where they could become worse. You know what I mean? And let's be frank. We all did something in our past or future. Our past that could send us to the big house. You know what I mean?
True.
But I don't see them going. I don't see them going to jail.
Wait, what if it was a year? You think a year is too long?
I think so.
I don't think so. Because here's the thing. What would Martha Stewart say about that?
Well, Martha only did 4 months.
Yeah, but Martha tried to protect her money. They were trying to give her more time than that.
Yeah, but she went to pre-K. Martha didn't go to no.
She was at a country club.
She was at a country club.
Well, wait a minute. What about Mike Vick?
Now that was a little harsh.
Okay, but they sent Mike to jail over a dog.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Now, I'm not against animals. I love animals. No problem. But you're going to give a gentleman, how long did Mike do?
I think Mike did, 23 months? Yeah, he didn't do
okay.
He did almost 2 years.
Okay, but now you're talking about messing with federal dollars, affecting the lives of children and their future, and you're going to tell me that they should get 3 months where Mike Vick got over a year, almost 2 years of time?
Well, that case with Mike Vick was, I didn't feel that was fair. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted.
Right.
And I know that these administrators, however, they still hadn't been proven guilty.
True.
That's you know what I mean. I believe in the judicial system is you're innocent until proven guilty. However, now some of these teachers or administrators or public or superintendents or whatever, the test coordinators found guilty and deliberately done this out of bonus or something, a monetary situation. Yeah, I feel they should get a little bit longer time than 3 months.
Oh, okay.
However, now hold on though. But what about if my boss came to me and say, "Hey, I need you to do this right"? Morally, yeah, you want to do the right thing, but what about that teacher that only making $35,000-$40,000 and need that $35,000-$40,000 to make the bills, make the ends meet, and she's saying that, man, I can't afford to lose my job. Almost feeling pressure.
To what degree do you determine that I'm going to do what's immoral until it reaches a certain point? Then no, I won't do that.
I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying I'm sure everybody's not as strong as me and you. Right. Everybody won't say no.
Well, you were talking about the deliberacy of them being deliberately non-compliant with what was expected of them as teachers and educators. So when you look at it from that perspective, they were having parties. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah.
Right?
I heard, according to the media, that they was having change answer parties.
Change answer parties. So to me, that is a deliberate attempt to do what was morally incorrect.
But what about the teacher who did participate? Not all teachers participated in it.
True.
You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, what about that one that she didn't want to do the wrong thing, but she was being coerced to do the wrong. Because not everybody a leader in this world. You know, and some followers be like, "Hey, Craig, man, I need you to do this right here. You know, we're gonna pay you here. But I need you to take care of that for you. You don't want to do it."
I think that the punishment should fit the crime. I do, and I believe that they actually did that with the bonds that were set. Some were $1 million, some were $2 million, some were less. So I think that they will do that appropriately. Now, do I think everybody should get maximum penalty? No, I do not. But I do think that it is important that they make sure this is known across the nation as something that will not be tolerated. If you look at the education in our country, primarily in the minority areas, they are not really given the education that you see in other countries and in your upper middle class areas. So there's a big difference there. So for them to not only not get the full benefit of the education that they could in their lifetime and in this country, on top of that, now they have to face having to be pushed along without the education that is available to them. I think that they need to really make a serious point with these people that this is not going to be tolerated. Hey, they put little Kim in Rikers.
You know what? I'm with you on that. But however, I do think there is a unfair distribution of Americans' tax dollars. True. I do think some tax dollars are spent in communities. More tax dollars are spent in communities than other tax dollars. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So I think it's unfair. You know what I mean, in certain areas.
Right.
But and I do think greed have a lot to do with a person's moral.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know if there was bonuses involved. I don't know the whole story quite yet.
Right.
They get ready to go, building a case, building a trial. Right. They have been arrested. They have set bonds. I think majority of them have posted bond or bail and they are out. But if these administrators did this for greed or for money, for bonuses, or even for status, yes, they should be held to the severe penalty of the law.
But I cannot see how. What other motive could there be?
I don't know.
I mean, when you think about it, they're looking at numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Numbers provide a certain amount of funding.
Mm-hmm.
What else could there be but a monetary benefit? It seems like that would be the only motive behind this. Now, again, the teachers that were just following orders, okay, then you have something to consider. But when you're looking at all those who gave the instruction and made the demands on the staff that this is what we need to do, and this is why, and here are the bonuses that are set before us, and this is how you keep your job, to me, it's a deliberate attempt to destroy the future of our children behind money.
Yeah,
and power.
And that's possible. But we're gonna finish. We're gonna finish this. You better bet we're gonna finish this.
Oh,
debate.
I'm coming back to this
We're
here.
gonna finish this debate,
Partner. Nah, I mean.
We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Hello, I'm Al, video director, producer, and editor here at Save Filmworks. Here at Save Filmworks, we are compassionate about the field of video production. We would love an opportunity to serve you and your video production needs. We believe that video production should be an affordable option for everyone who has either a business or a personal need. We have packages that are available, one in which we are confident will meet both the vision of your project and your budget. So please click on our service tab above to find out the areas in which we may serve you. And thanks again for visiting Save Filmworks.
Hello, my name is Craig G. Jordan of Craig G. Jordan Training and Development. And I want you to know that once you recognize your value, success is guaranteed. Many of us want to become successful, but we just don't know where to begin. I have 4 key principles that will empower you to develop the greatness that is already within you. To find out more information about these principles for you and your organization, go to craiggjordan.net to schedule your next event. I guarantee once you take these principles and apply them to your life, you will recognize your value and take hold of your success.
Welcome back to Chop It Up, everybody. Before we left, we was talking about the APS cheating scandal. And we had a serious debate going on, you know what I mean? You felt that...
I was telling the truth, and you were sitting up there trying to baby these folks.
The devil is a liar.
Tell the truth.
The devil is a liar.
I'm just saying, tell the truth. They say, tell a lie, shame the devil.
Get behind me, Satan. Hey, but listen, I really didn't think they deserve all that time. Now, I do think they need a little time, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, and some serious restitution and fines and stuff like that, but and never be able to teach again. Mm-hmm. But to send them to jail for a couple of years. What they did was wrong, but man, that's a lot of time for that. Even though they did lose federal money and mess up some federal money.
I think they need to have minimum of a year's time. Now, if any of that is a suspended sentence or whatever, they do 6 months, 9 months, whatever, so be it. But I think that we have to make an example out of them. This, to me, I take this extremely serious because we both have young children that are coming up in the school systems, and it is very important that we get this message across. It's already to the point where we are fighting for our teachers for the funding for them to do what they need to do. Mm-hmm. We're having to provide school supplies.
Yeah. Now I don't like
because
that.
our kids, the teachers don't have the funding. So you may not have 100% participation from the parents, but you have some parents who are really in here trying to make an impact, trying to be support to these teachers. But when these things take place, it almost makes you feel as though, why?
Well, and that's understandable, but we definitely want to hear from the viewers. So go to savefilmworks.tv, put your comments in our comments tab, and let us know what you're thinking out there. Let us know your thoughts on this topic here.
Yeah, because we do understand that you side with me, so it's okay.
The devil's a liar.